Too.
All right. Had a
Yep, so
delay
do
in the
I.
connection. Wow. All right. Bill King's Fantasy Football League is your man, Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcaster. Season 4 of the broadcast, week 7 of the 2025 season. I am joined by my man, Michael George Bathurst. Hashtag shout MGB. Mike, how are you, sir?
Shout MGB, set your mind free, far beyond the worries of today. How are you
Come up with
guys
the
doing?
volume a little bit on your end if you do not mind, please. He's in the house. We
I
also
can,
got my man, Fireman Richard, the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Rumble Studio, 0600 AM, Eastern Standard, Eastern Daylight Time. Rich, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing good, Tony, and I'm getting notifications for you and Michael being on, and
Yeah, I'm getting them
it
too.
looks like I'm on too. But good to be here. Week 7 of the NFL football season, and good to be here. I'm glad that my Buffalo Bills are on a bye week after their last 2 games of
Man, I'll
losing,
tell you something.
and I'm sure we'll be talking about that. But it's good to be here with you and Michael, and another Sunday of some good football gameplay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gentlemen, recap last week if you do not mind while I check everything out.
sure. Can you hear me better now?
You're,
Yes,
you're
That
loud and clear, Michael.
the mic is closer?
you're good. Tina, how you doing?
Uh-oh. You guys,
Mike, you're fine. Go
you,
ahead.
okay, you can hear me well.
Oh,
All
we
right.
did?
So,
Everybody's internet's been
yeah,
acting late crazy over the past couple days. Is it just me? I've noticed that.
mine's okay, but I'm in Canada. Here's the thing. Joe Flacco, who was discarded
Hmm.
Jeez.
by, the Browns, showed that he still has the ability
Yes, he did.
to do some backyard ball. All he did was throw it to Chase and Higgins the whole time,
That's
repeatedly
all.
over and over and over again, to the point where they beat the wonderful Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers played like he was 10 years younger than he was. So he's looking like he's healthy. He threw a 70-yard Hail Mary at the end. How many guys can throw a 70-yard Hail Mary in the middle? And it was perfect. So he's still
And
got something. But Joe Flacco right now is probably making the Browns go, maybe we have bigger problems than Joe Flacco. And they're in no rush now to have Joe Burrow come back. Do you guys want to chime in on that? That's one of the biggest stories.
you're good. Run the first, you two run the first few minutes over the recap of
Okay.
last week, please.
What?
Michael, I watched that game. That game was a tremendous game with two outstanding quarterbacks from the NFL. They're both Hall of Famers. And at one point, I'm thinking, there's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to win a game, and it looked like they were going to win. But another example of it ain't over till it's over. Um, Cincinnati came back because of Joe Flacco. I think he maintained the stability. They said that he has a presence that when he first walked in to take over for Burrows, both everybody on the team, offense and defense, they say, "Hey, we got something here." And I think that game showed it. But Aaron Rodgers, my hats off to Aaron Rodgers because 4 touchdowns in that game and that last pass. I think the only person that could come close to throwing a pass like that, because would be Josh Allen. He's known to be throwing a 60 yarders plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you could see that, and if there was a few more Pittsburgh Steeler guys there, we've seen it before where it bounces up and then somebody catches it and that would have won the game. So a great football game. It's one of the great games I think of this season right now with two outstanding quarterbacks that are still.
We got Thammer in the house. Thammer, how
Hey,
you
Hammer.
doing, sir? Appreciate
Hi,
you coming
Tina.
through.
Good. I like that. Good morning. Good
Joe
morning,
Flacco
team.
showed he still got it.
Hmm.
I have to admit, I was doubtful, and he showed up with the team. The team playing with him, rallying with him. If it happens like that again, they're on a roll.
But
They're
here's
truly.
here's the thing. We talked about it, and you weren't doubtful
I
because your
was
memory is bad. You actually said because he had great receivers that he had a chance of doing really well.
Yeah.
a chance. Yes, I just didn't know if he was
and
going to do it.
and he did, like, and that's all he needs. He needs guys like, if you have Chase or you have Jefferson or you have, AJ Brown, you got a chance.
Mhm.
Just throw it in that direction, right? I know I'm not trying to be mean to Judy. Like, they don't have depth in the
Ooh, the
receiving
Bengals.
core. Yeah, so the Browns.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco's on the Bengals.
Bengals.
No, I know, but this is why he had problems.
Oh, okay.
He had no targets.
I
He
disagree.
Higgins is a beast. Higgins would be number one on. Do you know who would love to have Higgins? The Bills. Do you know who would love to have AJ Brown? The Bills. The Bills need a top tier, not in development receiver. If they had Chase, oh my God, they would win the Super Bowl. I really think they would. That's how good he is.
The Bills don't need him to win the Super Bowl. They just jinxed. They got a team. And back to what you said about the Browns have had an excellent roster. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. They've had excellent rosters over the past 7, 8 seasons. And it's just not working.
Maybe it's
I got to say that about Jets as well.
Yeah, good point.
It's just not working. Got rosters. They've got players. It's just not coming through.
What do you think, Fire Mitch?
Yeah, Rich, what you got? Let me grab
think,
something. I'll be right back, y'all.
No, like I said, it was a great game. The downside of last week was the Bills lost a second time, and they looked beat up. When they played against Baltimore, Baltimore was pretty strong, and but they're I think like every year, and Michael, you highlight this as far as the injuries. They have some injuries here that they were a little thin, and they could have won it, but it just you don't know what's going to happen until it's over with. And that was a very depressing game to watch. As far as
here is the problem for you and I, we are emotionally invested in the Bills, so I think sometimes we don't fully see the landscape. Now, Joe Burrow, right? Yeah, and I know we're switching gears here. Joe Burrow did not throw dimes the way that Flacco threw this week. That was a record.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
It is. You know, when you got two, those are probably I think Flacco might be a year younger than Aaron Rodgers or whatever. They came in at the same time. I think Aaron was as rookies, and they're still cranking it out as far as playing. I mean, not mediocre ball, but good ball as far as for their age and stuff like that. So that's a testament to their training program of keeping physically fit. And they're still young. Aaron Rodgers being what, 40 something there, and but that's ancient in football age, I guess, as far as
with you being in New York. I want to talk about something really positive. Cam, Scatterboo, and Jackson Dart have ignited the whole league. And it's so funny because other players are like going, nowadays most players that come in, they don't put their head down, they don't try to get the extra yard, they don't care. They even have kind of eliminated the fullback position because there was too many injuries. But when they were talking to Sam Scatterboo, he was saying, when I was a kid, my dad would always say, look, put your head down. You're not going out on the side. You're gonna fight for every yard. And if you're gonna knock a few people out, well, too bad. And he said, that's how I was taught.
Yeah. And you could say that about Josh Allen. Josh Allen has a background like that. That's why he's a good player. I think these two individuals, so the Giants, they give Giant fans a hope. I am a Giant fan also, living here in New York, even though they play in Jersey, which is always a funny thing. You got to mention that. But the Giants, the last several years, they've had some good quarterbacks. I was hoping for Russell Wilson, but it looks like Russell Wilson's not really performing up to par, which is a shame. But Dart and Scatterboo, I mean, it's just some positive stuff for the Giants to where they have some potential. But like you always say, it takes more than just one or two pieces. You got to have a group of pieces together that work together to be successful. And the Giants right now, they're showing some light for the possibility of being successful. And I think for them, success would be maybe making the playoffs or at least be better than they were the last couple of years, because they've been really bad. And that's just like any football team as far as go. And I say the same thing with the Jets. The Jets, they've had some moments there. Aaron Rodgers, he's playing outstanding with Pittsburgh. Where was he with the Jets? But then again, Tony has told us, Ted, the system, they have a different system, and that becomes a factor because as just an average viewer, I'm thinking, geez, they're a football quarterback. They should be performing the same, but it's not necessarily so.
Rich, you got the record?
Yes, I do, sir.
Bring it
Let
up,
me bring it up
please.
so we get that. We had some movement. Primarily, nobody really. What is it? Nobody really scooted over everybody, but some people moved up a few. Brian moved over. I think he scooted over a couple people here and stuff. He was asking me for. Let me see. How do we bring this up? Oh, present window, and there it is.
Gotcha.
And you can see that at the top there, CBS is still at the top with 66 wins, with Ted right behind. Ted, you can see last week he only had 4-10, so that was a big drop. So everybody else, we moved up a little bit, catching up with him. Captain Rehab still maintained with 8-6, and he's in third.
Brian was 12.
What's that?
Brian got 12 wins.
Yes, he scooted over Tony, you, Mike, and myself.
That's phenomenal.
I think he was ahead of me. He was sitting down to third to last, but he scooted up. He had a
Tony
great.
and I do about the same every week. Have you ever noticed
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
But
I knew this season was going to be crazy for me, though. I don't know what the hell's going on.
But,
This
Oh, I
as
think
you
it's a great season.
but as you can see, everybody is still above 500, with me and Tina at 46 and 46.
yes.
As far as that goes. So that's as of week 6. We'll see what happens here in week 7 as we go into the second third of the season, and I think it's starting to show. Any one of us, we need to knock CBS out. That's what we got to do.
We've done it already before,
Yeah.
so I'm good because CBS is great. They've pretty much been the standard as far as me trying to get this done. So I'm going to give them their credit.
Right.
They've had a
Really,
rough
yeah.
time this year too. They are not
Yeah,
as
this year's
accurate as
crazy.
they've been before.
Right.
This year is crazy. I have no idea what the hell's going to happen this season. I'm just
Tony,
running.
can we address the last question that we had? Because I'm interested in your opinion. Jackson
Go.
Dart and Cam
Hmm.
Scadaboo. How do you feel about it? I know how Rich and I feel. How do you feel?
They have rejuvenated the New York Giants as a franchise. They have rejuvenated a strong New York football base. We just got to see if it's going to keep flowing. Honestly, I have nothing against them. If it's working, it's working. I got nothing to say.
I want to mention one thing that has never happened before. Our old videos are doing well again,
Excellent.
which
We
is
need that.
strange.
No, it isn't. People are going back looking at the replays. That's what we want. I had Michael and Panel fighting through injuries with Debo sitting. I was going to play Luke, but I could go with Rico over him for this week, just worried Chuba might take too much away from him. If Chuba Hubbard is back, he might. Rico Dowdell showed out. I'm not dropping him unless Chuba's back. And even if Chuba is back, I'm going to keep Rico in case Chuba isn't 100%. Debo sitting is going to hurt. Luke, I'm thinking it's Luke McCaffrey. I would. I'm hearing he's just as good. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
I don't think he can do better than Chuba, even slightly injured. They're all injured right now, by the way. Like,
A lot of injuries.
no, I mean, there are so many players playing injured.
Yes.
Like, so, I think that's why we can't pick the teams, because we don't know how beat up they are. And there's
Well, we don't know the backup players. That's the kicker. You got to know the backup players as well.
Yeah, big time. Big
You
time.
have to know the backup players more than anything. And for me, I've watched a lot of the rosters, and I've watched a lot of the trades and maneuvers that's happened. That's how I know who's where and where they're at. I would tell you, MK2000, first of all, thank you for being here. Second, just keep your eyes on who the backup is in that position and look at who they're up against. That's how I keep my mind on it. It may not work, but that's the safest bet because you got to build your own personal insurance on what you build. You always got to have a backup, and the waiver wires are probably already taken up right now since the game is going to start in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We actually got a game going on right now. Rich, what's the score in that game, if you don't mind? Is he on
He's
mute?
got his mute. You're mute, buddy. He's trying to be respectful so you can hear the game.
No, he's fine. Rich is
I
fine.
can't hear him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had my mic off. Chuba Hubbard is averaging 10 points a game here, so I think he might get the points. It's about good for a running back. As far as the game, they're at a commercial break right now, but the Rams, it's at halftime, 21-0. That game is over with. I watched a good portion of the first half. Jaguars aren't doing anything, and I don't think they've done it before as far as coming back, but I think the Rams are really playing a very good game, a solid game on offense.
You know what's crazy, Rich? And I do want to throw this in here. We'll think the game was over, and over the past season 2, the other team comes back.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Very strong pattern of that happening, and it's only halftime. Yeah, I wouldn't call it
But
over.
see, that's when both teams are playing fairly well with each other. That I think every series in the first half, Jaguars had to punt. They never made it down,
Gotcha.
so not even for a field goal. So that's a good indication. Unless there's nothing saying they can't turn it around, but we'll see.
Tony,
Yes.
did you know that the Patriots are now ahead in the AFC East over the Bills?
Yep, because
They're
they
in
beat
first
the Bills.
place. They're
They
in
beat the
first place.
Bills.
They're in first place. Who would have ever predicted that?
Not me, not this
They have the
season.
same record as the Bills, but the New England Patriots beat the Bills. That's why they're on the top.
And
I would
okay,
not have predicted that. All right, let's get it going.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill King's Fantasy Football League is set inside of NFL.com. So all of the suggestions, recommendations, ideas are coming from NFL.com's website. Let me get this up on the screen. We had some system issues in the beginning, so forgive me if I seem a little distracted. I'm trying to do a couple things at once while they was carrying those first few minutes, and I appreciate both of them for doing that. Start them and sit them recommendations, week 7, and of course, NFL.com. Start them and sit them with the quarterbacks. Yeah, buddy. Start them. Drake May against the Titans.
No question.
No debate.
He's one of the. He is probably the best playing quarterback right now going into week 7.
he's rated number 5 on a lot of charts, which is insane. You know,
Yeah.
he's number 5 and 6. You know, because they don't fluctuate much.
Yep.
But he's showing real maturity for a younger player.
He's getting a lot of praise. A lot.
Yep.
of praise.
He's averaging 20 points for fantasy football. Last week he got 27 against New Orleans. He's projected to get 19 to 20. So it just he's gonna. The only way he's going to falter is on his own as far as that goes, and a good quarterback.
Gotcha. We're gonna run with it. Jared Goff of the Lions. Start him against the Bucks. No debate. No debate. None.
I think that's going to be a very high scoring game.
If Tampa Bay is going to pull it off with the injuries that they got, that is going to be monstrous.
Mike Evans is back.
I did hear and see that. I just don't know if he's 100%. He's not going to give up his 1,000-yard seasons. I don't blame him one bit.
Ibuka is back.
Ibuka, is he back?
He's back. He's back. That's the rumor.
Gotcha. Rich, what you got?
On Goff, averaging 18 points, top tier quarterback. I think this will be a good game. This as far as Detroit and Tampa Bay. This is in Tampa Bay, so I'm going to have to give the edge. I think I picked Detroit, but Tampa Bay could win this game. So I think they're almost. Are they favored, Michael?
Which one?
The Tampa Bay, Detroit.
No, Detroit is.
Are they? Okay. By how much?
Not much.
Okay. Then that means it's an even game.
It should be an even game, in my opinion. Absolutely. Justin Fields of the New York Jets. Start him against the Carolina Panthers this week.
Yes.
You have to.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell the Jets are going to do. You have to.
But Tony, can you explain to those people who are watching this that don't understand that you don't have to win the game to do really well in fantasy football?
Yeah.
Justin Fields is getting great numbers. He just doesn't have the ability to win. But he's winning in the fantasy league. Sorry, go ahead.
Based on how you said that, let me throw this into anybody who was unfamiliar with fantasy football. Fantasy football isn't necessarily about the victories. It's about the ball movement during the game. Quarterbacks throwing it downfield, wide receivers and running backs catching the ball and getting yards afterwards.
Interceptions.
All of this is about numbers.
Yeah.
Jets quarterbacks, regardless of their record, are averaging 15 to 20 points a game in fantasy football. Look back over the past 10, 15 years. You will see it yourself. That would be for the people that you're talking about, Mike, and I appreciate that question. Gentlemen, finish your thoughts, please.
I like Justin Fields. I just think he's on a terrible team right now. Unfortunately, it's the same thing last year with Aaron Rodgers, years ago with Joe Flacco. You can go on forever. Go ahead, Fireman Rich.
Justin Fields, he's been averaging 18 points. I think he's going to get 18 plus points in this game today, and I would have to agree. And Aaron Rodgers being on the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, he's doing a whole lot better than he did with the Jets, and so I would have to agree.
The Jets have not won a game.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the only
This
team.
season.
They're the only team this year that has not won a game.
Last time I seen this happen with Detroit, that was a while
Yep.
ago, and this is
That is
tragic.
correct, Tony.
Tragic. Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos start him against the New York Giants this week. Mike, this is your man. I'm going to agree with it.
He is really good in the short spurt game. He's not a long haul throw 60 yards down the field like Aaron. He hasn't developed that yet, where he can throw the big bomb, or what would they used to call that? The moon something with Russ. I don't know. What was that thing called? But
We don't damn know.
Bo Nix, though, I don't think is going to get an insane amount of points against New York. New York right now is on fire, and believe it or not, as much as I love Denver, guess who I took to win this? New York.
Because of their momentum. Rich, what you got?
Well, Bo Nix, he's averaging. What is it? He's projected at 17. He's been averaging around 16, so he's well within his range. I think he's. I'd start him, no problem. You say Bo Nix completed 19 of 30 passes attempts for 174 yards and 1 touchdown, while also rushing for 24 yards. And the Broncos 13-11 Week 6 win over the Jets. So against the New York Giants, I think it depends on what Giant team shows up on defense and stuff. Which Giants they have a fairly decent defense. It's not great. It's just barely good at times and stuff like that. But
They've been better lately, though, and they're young.
Yeah, because they've been charged by their offense with Dart and Scatterboo.
Very good.
I tend to agree.
Yeah.
I tend to agree. Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. Start him against the Cardinals. You have to. You have to. I'm not going to argue this at all. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Okay, do you want me to go next?
Go ahead, Michael.
Okay. Jordan Love lately has been okay. He's not been stellar. He's not been great. Arizona, since they don't have Kyle Murray, have been playing really well.
Really?
Really well.
That's awkward because he's their franchise quarterback.
Well,
That's not good.
I'll tell you, their backup is playing very well.
Who's the backup
I
quarterback?
can't remember. I'm so sorry.
I'll just be damned. Rich, what you got?
Well, I like the narrative where right at the end it says 8 of his 9 TD passes have come without pressure. Okay, so he feels comfortable in the pocket, and he's also using his legs, so he's scrambling. So any quarterback this season that's able to scramble, and he's one of them, that's dangerous. Where his legs more than recent with 25-yard plus rush yardage. That's more than most. That's more than some running backs in the NFL.
That's right.
That's a big nugget right there.
The Cardinals, though, have momentum right now, kind of like New York. All their receivers are playing above their means. Like, if you watched the film from last week, it was phenomenal. And that's what I love about football this year is everybody is stepping up certain weeks.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Every team.
Yes.
So anybody can win any given Sunday. That's a movie, right? Okay.
Yes, it is. Feel better?
Never, but I'll feel. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay.
Thank you. Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears. Start him against the New Orleans Saints. Excuse me. No debate. No
Top
debate.
tier quarterback, yes. Start him.
They are on a roll. Streaming options.
You guys are not bringing something up though.
Because it has it shown on the screen. We're going to keep it going. Hold on to that point. Michael Penix Jr. 49ers. Ooh, that's going to be an ugly game. Browns, Dylan Gabriel versus the Dolphins. Absolutely. Go ahead, Mike.
Spencer Rattler has been excellent this year with
Even with that record, which goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Right.
Please elaborate.
Well, it's a lot like Joe Flacco. If you're in the right system, you can do well. If you had Rattler in the right system, he can run, he can throw.
He's in a good system. There was a lot of praise for him before. It just wasn't shown on the record. But go ahead.
The Saints unfortunately are struggling on many levels with injuries, just as everyone else. Caleb right now seems to have found his footing. Him and his disagreements with his new coach seem to be mending, and there seems to be a little bit of harmony. I think this game will be closer than people. And keep an eye for Spencer Rattler. Like I said earlier this year, keep an eye out for Joe Flacco. I did.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Gotcha. Rich, you good with this?
Yeah, he's on a short week here. He did play Monday night where they won 25-24 and win a close game with the Washington Commanders. So I think the only thing that could affect him in this game is maybe the short week, but I don't foresee any problems to where he's definitely a top tier capable quarterback.
Gotcha. I'm going to roll with it. Quarterbacks to sit. Jackson Dart of the Giants against the Broncos. There's no way in the hell I would do this. I'm sorry. There's no way.
You know why they're saying that?
Yeah, what you said earlier, I agree, but I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't.
Denver is so stingy. I think they're the second best defense in the league right now.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. That's the answer right there. I tend to disagree. Rich, I think you disagreed. Mike explained why. We're going to keep it going. Here we go. Kyler Murray, the Cardinals against the Packers. They say sit him. Mike just told us why. Mid-foot sprain, number one.
He's had that all season, hasn't he, since the beginning? For the most part,
he's fragile.
Jacoby Brissett is his backup. That's who you're talking about, Mike?
Yes. He was great.
Jacoby Brissett is not getting the credit he deserves. It wasn't working well for him down there. Okay, thank you for coming through.
Kyle Murray is out for today.
Yeah. When he was in Miami, it wasn't working the best. When he was in Indianapolis, it wasn't working. I thought he was going to do something down there. If this is working for him in Arizona, this will be a plus. This will be a plus. I think he was in New England for a little bit too. Somebody check those previous teams that Jacoby Brissett for me, please.
He honestly looked great. I was shocked at how good he looked. But that's the thing. You need really solid backups now because everybody's injured.
The Cardinals are at their best when they got 2 or 3 decent quarterbacks. That's how they won that Super Bowl that last time they did. Spoiler alert. C.J. Stroud of the Texans, sit him against the Seahawks. I kind of understand why.
Too.
I kind of understand why. And Seattle's actually doing better than most people expected. I can say that for myself as well.
Well, I think they're one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
I think they're top 10 for sure.
Rich, you good with this?
I'm good with him. He's projected to get 15 points, and he's been averaging about 16 points for the fantasy football points.
Gotcha. Tua Tagovailoa, the Dolphins, sit him against the Browns.
What is going on? What's going on with him? He is saying horrible things about his teammates.
They're on a decline, if you ask me.
Oh,
they're on a decline, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think Mike is on his way out. All right.
See what you did? I think, Rich, you good with this?
I don't know. Against the Browns, I mean, Tua, he's a good quarterback. Despite, I don't know what is going on in the locker room drama there with him and the other teams. That could affect the thing, but he has been playing fairly decent. He's projected to get 12.5. He's been averaging 14 points, so he's in that. I would start him if I didn't have anybody else. I still consider him a top tier quarterback.
Gotcha. Good with that. I'm good with that. Carson Wentz of the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy of the Vikings versus the Eagles. They say sit them. I'm going to attribute this to the Eagles defense. However, Carson Wentz is a good quarterback.
Yeah,
The Dolphins will go if they got everything going like they needed to.
JJ McCarthy is still injured, isn't he?
that's what I thought.
And Carson Wentz is a backup. Carson Wentz and Jared Goff are two of the best quarterbacks drafted recently. I'm up
Wow,
for that.
that's quite a statement. Back that up.
Yeah, look at their history.
Well, no, okay, give us something. Something.
Look at their history. Carson Wentz was on what team
I could not tell you.
previously?
I could not tell you to save
I
my.
believe the Eagles drafted him, didn't
Yeah,
they?
he was on the Eagles. He went to the Super Bowl with them, didn't he?
Thank you.
So I think he I don't know. It's been a couple number of years since he's been on them, but I know he's been
He's
on
been
some
on
other
the Super Bowl
teams.
team, and Jared Goff has been a monster since he's been on the field since his inception. Both of those dudes, excellent quarterbacks in my opinion. I have a hard time sitting them even against the Eagles defense.
And
But
McCarthy is
yeah,
out anyway, so he's still
thank you,
injured.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So everything's going to be on Carson Wentz entirely. That's going to be him
He's a
against his
big
old
guy.
team. Spoiler alert: Carson Wentz is playing his old team.
Yeah, I would have no problem starting him. Just
Exactly.
as far as that
He
goes.
is an interception machine, though. That's the problem with him.
There you go, Mike. I appreciate that.
That's true too.
That's a huge answer right there. And so you going up against the old team, and they know you. Rico Dowdell did his thing last week against his old team. We got to see if Carson Wentz is going to do it
Oh,
against
some of
his.
the defenses now are so good at stripping the ball. It's crazy.
Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your quarterback recommendations. Week 7 of the 2025 NFL season. Of course, NFL.com. We are now going to the running back position recommendations, suggestions.
We're back on NFL Fantasy Live. Time for another.
We were
Start
talking
him.
about him.
Skataboo of the Giants. Start
Absolutely.
him with the Broncos. I have no debate against this gentleman. None. Zero. Zilch. Not a Rich. Did Rich go back on mute?
Yes. He's talking to his wife, I think.
No, just I'm trying to be. But anyway, Scatterbull, a giant that's on the top of a list for a change, a positive list, and bringing excitement.
There's
to the,
hope.
yeah, well, we'll see. You know, it takes a couple seasons and stuff, but this guy, I really like. Even people that play against him, I think, he reminds me. I think maybe I said this last week of John Riggins. He's a John Riggins type of running back, and I have no doubt you have to start this guy. You have to start this guy.
He is inspiring so many older generation players who are saying he reminds them of the 80s football.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Right.
you know, where the football was played with fullbacks.
Right.
Guys ran straight as fast as they could, as hard as they could, didn't try to shy away from contact.
And he was a contributing factor last week when they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. He had 29 fantasy points. He's projected for 11 points, but his average is somewhere right around 13. So 29 points against a top tier team. And
He was knocking over guys twice
yeah.
his size, though.
Exactly.
was
They're
crazy.
talking about his low to ground gravity and stuff like that.
yeah.
That, you know, those small.
Barry Sanders.
Exactly. Yeah.
Walter Payton was the same too. Low to the ground, fast, not necessarily big.
Center of gravity.
Center of
and
gravity.
make it
There
hard
we
to
go.
get. And he's running fearlessly. I have seen that. Brees Hall, the New York Jets, start him against the Panthers. This is optimistic to me.
Yes, I agree.
This is optimistic to me for the Jets because Brees Hall knows how to run through people's teams, their defenses, and everything. But it just has to happen.
Carolina, though, right? You know, and I know, gives up a lot of yards on the run. So
They can give up yards all day. That's fine. Who's going to win this game? Because Carolina is holding a good steady 500. I know it's early in the season. There's a lot of enthusiasm.
well, I think they'll win too. I agree, Tony.
And the Jets are losing a lot of faith.
They got to win this game. They got to win this game. Don't you guys agree?
They have to win. Yes,
The
they
Jets
They have to
win.
They have to get a win. Yes, I
They-
agree.
Like there's going to be people losing their jobs soon.
I couldn't agree. I'm not going to argue this. Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints, start him against the Bears.
I thought he
Absolutely.
was hurt. I thought he was hurt, guys. At least he was a couple weeks ago. He was not doing great. When he's healthy, he's
No,
amazing.
he's active. I got him
Is
as
he active?
active.
Okay.
Yes.
I think he's shaky. Sorry. And the
I think he's
Bears,
going up against a very tough defense. He's going up against
Bears are
one of the
good.
toughest defenses, in my opinion.
Hmm.
This is a great challenge for him, his stats, his position, his career. The Bears have an outstanding defense. I do not question their defense. It's their offense more than anything. Alvin Kamara needs to run through these boys, or the Bears need to stop them. This is an actual must-see matchup, in my opinion. Rich, you good with this?
Yes,
go
I
ahead.
am. Yes.
We're gonna keep going. Quinshawn Judkins of the Cleveland Browns. Start him against Dolphins, no debate.
Oh, he is such a force. He's been dropping
I've been
balls
hearing.
though. He's been dropping balls. He's
You were the one that told me to keep a focus on him. I remember
yeah.
that.
His biggest problem is he doesn't have great hands. He's got great size. You can fix your hands though. You can get better. That's one of those things you can fix. You can't fix your size.
Gotcha. Rich,
Well, he's projected at 14 points for this week. Last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, he only got 3.6, but I think Cleveland won that game, didn't they? Against Pittsburgh?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure. Don't make me lie
yeah.
to you. I'm hearing a lot of enthusiasm in his favor.
Right.
I was run with it. J.K. Dobbins of the Broncos. Start him against the Giants.
I like him. I'm a big fan of him. I don't think the system is dinner ready.
Well, you stay focused.
Something's being done.
Well, no, I'm hearing pots and pans in the background. Come on, Tony, you got to work with what you got, brother. All right.
I got no debate with this.
No,
Kimani Vidal of the Chargers. I have no idea who this guy
nor
is.
do I.
Against the Indianapolis Colts to finish the streets of
Fireman
fighting all
Rich,
that.
can you look him up? Do you mind?
Looking at it right now.
Oh,
67% of the snaps, 18 carries, 4 targets, 138 yards and a touchdown, finishing back as running back number 9 on the week. Good. So he knows what he's doing. He's good. Okay. All eyes on him as far as the Chargers. Maybe he'll rejuvenate their running game.
And he ended up getting 19 points 19.8 against Miami, and he's projected to get at least 10. So he can have a moment, I guess. So, and who's he going against? I don't know about the Colts.
the Colts.
Rehab is in the house. Rehab, what's good?
The
How's it
Colts.
going?
The Colts are a huge favor in this matchup, by the way.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Huge favor.
Yes, they are. We're going to keep our eyes on that running back. Rich, you good with
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Gotcha. Last chance. Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson of the New England Patriots against the Tennessee Titans. I'm not going to argue this. Let me tell y'all something. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. These two running backs are two of the highest rated fantasy football running backs over the past 2 seasons, honestly, in the preseason rankings. The both of them. In my opinion, you got to start them, especially with the Patriots being on the floor that they were on. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
I like Stevenson recently. He looks like he's got more gas in the tank than Henderson. But hey, there's last week with Falco, he suddenly had a running.
Flacco.
He finally had a running game. Finally. So look at he's like, you're loud.
Will you stay focused?
You're loud. You're so loud.
Rich, I'm assuming you're good. They're Patriots. I know you're all right with it. Go ahead and handle that in the background. I say start them, gentlemen. Sit-ems, Zach Charbonnet, and Kenneth Walker III of the Seattle Seahawks. Sit them against Texans. Personally, I would not.
Houston has, some people believe, the best defense in the league. Many people.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Kenneth Walker, I would never, ever sit him.
Rehab says Quinshawn Judkins will have 150-plus rushing yards and 2+ touchdowns today. It's on the screen. We'll be on your case if it doesn't happen. Rich, you good over there?
Yes, I'm good.
Excellent. I'm not sitting either one of them. I don't care who the defense is. And
I
Kenneth
would
Walker,
sit Charbonnet, but not Walker. Go ahead.
I wouldn't sit either one of them. I can't.
How we
lie.
doing
I
for the
would
time
not.
part for you, bud?
Quick. We got to keep it rolling.
Okay.
Tony Pollard of the Titans. Sit him against the Patriots. I hate to do that. I would hate to do this.
I like him, so I would start him.
It's probably going to be on the New England Patriots defense, and the
Yeah,
Titans
true.
are under. They are in shambles. The Titans are in shambles, and Tajay Spears looks like he's getting the ball. So Matters going to hit that end zone. Who won't get the points? Mike, you good with this?
Seattle right now.
That's not Seattle.
No, our next one. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
jumping ahead. Tony, I don't think has been playing to his abilities, so no. I would sit him. Sorry. And the next, we're going with Nick Chubb, right?
Nick Chubb and Woody Marks of the Houston Texans, sit them against
I
the
would
Seahawks.
because Seattle is so good defensively right now.
There's your answer. I appreciate that. Rich, you good with this?
Well, I'm just saying we had on the sit-em there. We also, have two running backs on the Houston Texans, but then you have the two Seattle running backs. So that tells us that it's going to be a pretty evenly matched game between these two, maybe.
Defensively, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Michael Carter of the Cardinals, Bam Knight of the Cardinals, sit them against the Green Bay Packers.
Michael Carter has been phenomenal recently. I would not sit him. He's been really good. He's been showing signs of going to the next level.
Wasn't he the same running back that used to be on the Jets?
I have no idea, but I know what I've seen recently. I really like what I saw. So
That's the one that was on the Jets. That means he's running like he's supposed to, and I hear you when you say that, so I appreciate that. Second, I'm going to attribute this to the Green Bay defense. What do you think?
I think Michael is going to do well, and Green Bay, believe it or not, at times with the right scheme, has given up a lot of yards. They are not the force that they were years ago defensively. They're now
Gotcha.
they're now depending on the offense more so than they did, and it could be injuries. That might be just why. Depends on the week.
Gotcha. Rich, you good with this?
Well, I'd say sit them primarily because you got two of them. There's something going on there when you see two of them. This is in Green Bay. Green Bay is tough in Green Bay. They're probably one of the few teams
That's
that when you
true.
go into their house, they don't lose very often. So I think I picked Green Bay winning this. So I would sit them if I had somebody better on a different matchup.
I think
If I did, I
I took the Cardinals to win.
Let's see.
Oh, he's been so good. He played
Already
so well.
played.
I know.
Thursday night game. Chase Brown. They say sit him
Yep.
against the
Good one.
Steelers, but
Yep.
look,
He set
If
the
you
world
saw
on
that
fire.
game-
He set the world on fire.
thank you. I would not have sat Chase Brown even against the Steelers. I would have attributed this to the Steelers defense. And you know what? I take that back. I did not have faith in Flacco in the beginning. I knew he was going to be fine. I probably would have agreed with this. I probably would have
Go
agreed
look
with
at the
this.
broadcast, guys, from last week. I said don't underestimate Flacco.
Yeah.
He's in the right system. He's going to set it on fire. That's exactly what I said.
You did. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your running back recommendations. Week 7 of the 2025 season across NFL.com. We're now going to go to the wide receiver position. Start them and sit them,
Thanks for
recommendations,
walking us through
comments,
the plan.
opinions,
You
and all
guys
that.
heading up north soon?
Yeah.
Start him.
He's one of the best players in the league.
Taking her fishing, I hope. That's the plan.
Hold
Doors.
on, the ad won't
Connect
stop.
us to
on me.
what's important.
Excited, sweetie?
My
A
apologies.
dedicated Fidelity advisor can
We're
help
going
you
to
open
dance
those
during this
doors.
part.
Backed by a team of specialists, your advisor helps you build a personalized, tax-smart investment strategy, identifying opportunities across your entire portfolio. And when life surprises you,
God, it's a long ad, but I ain't mad at him.
because doors were meant to be opened.
So
Fidelity.
when I get sponsored, I'm
We're
gonna
back
have
on
these.
NFL.
Y'all just damn wait. The minute I get sponsored, I'm gonna have commercials, and your ass is gonna listen. Start them and sit up. She writes to the Kansas City Chiefs
Phenomenal.
against the Raiders. Yes,
Phenomenal.
yes.
Yeah.
Now,
He's just coming off
No.
that suspension. This is
yeah,
exactly.
stop acting stupid. Damn. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just. Where'd you find the list for wide receivers? I don't see it in the.
Do you remember how the setup was previously and how it has been? Not even being funny. No, seriously. You know how
I'm looking at the NFL fantasy list, top headlines, and I don't see wide receivers in this.
you see how you look at my screen. You see how it is.
Yeah,
You go to where this is on there.
Oh, it's underneath. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
When you hear all the positions switch.
Yep.
Your favorite position's coming up, Tony.
Pause. It's your
There you
favorite
go.
position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start Rasheed Rice with the Raiders. I have no debate. Either one of you have any debate on this?
Oh, I think he's one of the best players in the league. I think he's just a little immature.
Rich?
I'd start him. Start him. I think he's Kansas City. Well, this isn't in Kansas City. This is. See, I'm not too familiar with the Raiders as far as other than the stats that
They're
I've
horrible this year. They're
Yeah.
not
They
good.
look the same. even with the new optimism, they look the exact
They're
same. There's no
horrible.
optimism.
Right.
But it is early in the season.
Yes.
It is early in the season. Debo Samuel, the commander, start him against
He's
the Cowboys.
injured, isn't he? Still?
Probably, but if he comes back, he's probably gaining time
It's
to see.
okay.
Samuel is listed as questionable. McLaurin is ruled out.
Let's see.
Okay. Well,
Debo Samuel's a
he's
monster.
phenomenal. Love him.
Monster.
Yeah. When he's healthy, he's one of
Yes.
the best highlight guys around.
I'm having Samuels is out as of
That's what I thought.
for heel. That's what I'm showing on fantasy
Yeah.
sports.
Gotcha. I
But
appreciate that.
yeah, go ahead.
Lad McConkey, the Chargers, start him against the Colts. You have to.
Love him. He's great. He's got
You have to.
great heart. He's always gets open. He's
Good
yeah.
wide receiver.
He loves the game. He loves the game. You can tell the guys that love the game. He lives to play. I don't think it's all about the money for him. He's a good guy.
No. What you think, Rich?
He got 16 points, fantasy points against Miami last week in Week 6. He's projected at 8, and his average is about 7. I have no problem.
He had a really slow start. I think he was hurt at the beginning of the year.
Right.
I think he's getting his stride.
Yes, he is. Devontae Adams of the Rams, start him against
God,
the
he's
Jaguars.
still good. He's still good.
You have to. You have to. And the Jaguars are surprising me. Big ups to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are surprising me.
Devontae Adams is so much better than I thought he was. He's still
Old school
good.
Green
He's still
Bay wide
good.
receiver. The man's been a beast.
Yeah.
Been a beast. Rich, what you got?
Let's see. Let's see. He's projected. Let me see. I got it right here. He's projected 11 points last week against Baltimore. 3.9. The game currently, they're not doing anything. They're not even on the board. Jaguars against the Rams right now. It's still 21-0 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
You know, the Jaguars are a good team this year.
They have their moments. They have their moments.
They're solid. I don't think they're far off from being a contender.
Right.
And when I mean contender, top 10.
Yes. And they're on the right path for it. Cortland Sutton of the Broncos against the Giants.
He's amazing.
Yeah, you got to start.
Got to start him. He's again not in the right system. If he was in I'm sorry, I love Bo Nix, but if it was Joe Flacco, he would have 17 receptions.
Right.
Because Joe throws it in the basket. So does Aaron. And if anybody knows what that means, look it up.
Rich, what you got?
Last week he normally averages 9.4 point fantasy points. Last week against the Jets, he only has 1.7. That's might be because he never had that many touches because he's projected to get 8.9, but he's been playing pretty consistently other than last week, which I'm not sure. That just consistently, I mean, is back in week 3, he had 17 points. So I'd start him despite.
I think he'll get 20 in this because New York does not have.
I think it depends on if correct me if I'm wrong. The game last week with Denver, they were going to the air a lot. I think to win that game. I don't think they used the running game that much, and that could be a factor right there.
Gotcha.
I love this next player. Love this next player.
Jordan Addison of the Vikings. Start him against the Eagles. You have to. This is going to be a tough game, honestly. I think this is going to be.
A good game. I think too. This will be.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to
He
be a tough one.
He is so gifted. He is so gifted. Like phenomenal. He again. I don't know how well Carson Wentz can get the targets to him, so we'll see.
Gotcha. I'm rolling with it. Sit him. Devontae Smith of the Eagles. Sit him against the Vikings. I wouldn't.
No.
He has been kind of horrible lately.
Yeah.
I think that's more Jalen Hurts' problem than Devontae Smith's, to be honest. I know that's awful to say, but Jalen has not been super. He's been okay.
Something's going on in Philly. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not going to.
But it happens every year, Tony.
Yeah, and they're the Super Bowl champs.
I know, and they come up big when they have to, right? That's what matters.
His weekly average is low. It's 6 points. He's had it's like every other week against the Rams. He had 12 points in week 3. Week 4 against Denver, he had 11. But in between, he had 2 points against Tampa. So maybe it's every other week. Maybe he might have a good game against Minnesota, depending on Hurts's throwing, because we'll just have to see what the game plays out to be.
I tend to agree. DJ Moore of the Bears, sit him against the Saints. Something tells me this is going to be a sleeper. DJ Moore is a monster at wide receiver. I don't care what anybody says. He's an absolute monster at wide receiver. He's fearless. I tend to disagree with this. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Well, he's averaged about his season average is 5.6. So it's yes or no. If you got someone better, you plug him in. If you don't, go ahead and put him in. He's projected to get 6. So he's been maintaining his average about 5. So if he's a guarantee for 5 points.
I think he'll do better against that opponent. I think the Saints won't be able to contain him as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Jawan Jennings of the 49ers.
He's so injured, man.
Sit him against the Falcons. If he's got injuries, I appreciate you saying
he's
that
got
answers it.
back problems.
Oh my God! 5 broken ribs, multiple ankle sprains, and a shoulder injury. I can't play you, bro. No disrespect.
No, he was playing hurt.
I know, but he needs to sit down before he wants.
Yeah, he's active with an ankle issue.
Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't. Let me.
Yeah, but all those ankle things and turf toe, that's the turf.
Yeah.
They need to change it to natural grass.
Yeah.
We had that conversation last season.
Last week he had 0.7. So given his record and stuff like that, and plus maybe not really totally injured, but injury recovery, I'd sit him.
Josh Downs is
Josh Downs to the
insane.
Colts. Sit him against the Chargers. Go ahead, Mike.
No way. No way. Listen, the Chargers have been showing some real defects lately. They do not look the same as they did at the beginning. They came out of the blocks like they were a top 3 team. They're not looking that way right now. And
Brock Bowers is out. Jacoby Myers is out for the Las Vegas Raiders.
He's going to get more targets then.
That's not good. The Las Vegas Raiders losing 2 key players, in my opinion. Just got the update. Please continue. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Josh Downs, I would not bet against him ever. Especially against the Chargers. They are not solid right now for some reason. Again, we don't know what's going on.
Rich, you good with this?
Last week he had 10 points against Arizona. He's going against the Chargers.
Arizona was on fire though.
Yeah,
fireman. They played so well last week.
But again,
watch that game.
Yeah, his average is 4.6 for the games he's played every week. So he's been averaging about 5 points, say, and that's average for a wide receiver. The way this game is going, I don't know. I like the Chargers myself, so I'd probably sit them.
I went with the Colts, and the Colts right now are considered the 3rd best team of the choices this weekend.
Okay.
For betting.
Travis Hunter, the Jaguars, sit him against the Rams. I don't know.
Come on. What is going on? No way.
Because of the Rams defense, they're going to double team him. That's easy. Travis Hunter is a monster. Travis Hunter is a monster. Good Lord have mercy. Very worthy draft pick. Biggest to the Jaguars for grabbing him. I hope he stays.
He's durable. He's durable too.
From fantasy football point of view, though, I'd sit him because his average is only 3 points a game. So, he may have those moments and stuff like that, but when you average it out, he hasn't been above 6 points.
He's playing both sides of the field. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right? He's the only player in the league doing that.
Oh, okay.
He's averaging like 60 snaps. Oh, we lost Tony.
Oh, it's Tony still?
Tony's gone. He's now in the Palladian star system.
Okay. I think that was the last one there, just to let you know, Michael, for the I don't know where.
The problem is they gave away the farm to get Travis.
Are they getting their money's worth, though? That's the thing.
Not yet, but that's a long-term investment. So what I wanted to tell you is Tampa Bay is considered the safest bet this weekend.
Right.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna keep it rolling because we're already gonna go over, but that's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your
We do have the
Dallas.
option though, just to cut it off at 60 and come back, and then you don't have to edit it later. We
Well,
could
I
do
was gonna
that.
edit that. Try to keep it up there live. Wide receiver recommendations, week 7 of 2025 season was NFL.com. We're now gonna go to tight end position, start them and sit them recommendations. Let us do it like this. Dallas Goddard of the Eagles. Start him against the Vikings.
Yes.
Yes. Old school veteran.
He's been
Oh,
showing
yeah.
signs of being injured too. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay. He has not been the force that he was last year. Something's not right. I don't. But that's that team. The whole team is not gelling. It's almost like there's a little bit of mutiny going on, but that happens every year there.
Right.
And I think it's because they lost their coordinators. They
Mhm.
lost two major coordinators, and they're not as clever as they once were. They just aren't.
I gotcha.
Tony, you
Hmm.
doing love letters there, or what's
No,
going
stop
on?
trying that shit.
Okay.
Harold Fanning Jr., the Browns, start him against the Dolphins.
He was amazing.
There you go.
No, he was amazing. Honestly, Fireman Rich, he has been showing signs of where he could take the game over.
Yeah, but
He's a dropper. He's a
the
dropper.
average for Dallas there has been 10 points. Where this individual Harold has been averaging 5 points. So I would start the first one before I start this guy, just based on the season average right now.
I would not sit Harold. He's one of the bright lights right now, and Miami can't stop anything. They're horrible right now.
Okay.
Gotcha. Evan Ingram of the Broncos against the Giants. Respect to this guy. He is still relevant in the game of football. I have no debate against this. None.
I don't know. I don't
No.
know.
Again, another tight end with averaging about 5 points a game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think New York is better than we think they are, guys. They're going to prove that in the next couple.
Well,
of weeks.
this isn't, well, it's in New Jersey, but it's a home game
This is not going to be a high scoring game. I'm telling you right now. If it is,
It shouldn't
Then-
be. I agree with that. It should not be a high score.
Denver does not give up points. If New York finds a way to blow this open, then the league is in trouble. New York is better than we thought.
Gotcha. I'm going to roll with it. I got to see how it's going to turn out though. Darren Wall, the Dolphins, another veteran tight end, OG tight end of the game. Darren Wall, the Dolphins against the Browns. Yes. Yes. In my opinion, yes. Without question, yes. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
I can't really form an opinion on him because I don't know a lot about him.
Former tight end for the New Orleans Saints, I believe it was, and for the Raiders. Dude is a beast.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously, he's a beast. Rich, you got anything on him?
He's averaging above average at 11 points, almost 12 points a game, and he's projected at 5.8. I don't know if that's because going against Cleveland maybe or something.
Cleveland is stingy on defense.
Yeah.
There you
They
go.
are.
But, I would have no problem starting him.
Yeah, I would start him. Mason
Based on
Taylor of the New York Jets, start him against the Carolina Panthers. Oh, God. Y'all go for this because the Jets are going to drive me nuts. They truly
He's
are.
huge, though. He is such a massive target,
Mhm.
and he's got good hands. So I think he'll get targets. I do.
Well, I probably, again, based on the fantasy football, if I have somebody better, he's only averaging 3.3. Last week he got 0.2 against Denver. So he's going against.
But that's Denver. This is
Yeah.
the Panthers. The
Panthers,
Panthers
yeah, that's
are
true.
horrible on.
Well, you got to remember they're 0-6, and you look at the Panthers, they're playing 500 ball. So that right there is a
Jets
stat.
Jets have to win this game.
Yes,
Well,
they do.
yeah, that is. I think we all agree that they need to win.
There are going to be people that won't have a job
Yeah,
if they don't win
exactly.
this
I
game.
would agree with that. Yeah.
Kyle Pitts. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a
Y'all
favorite.
yeah,
Isn't he? He's a
start him
broadcast
against the
favorite here. I think we.
49ers. We have to. I'm running with Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I'm running with Kyle Pitts. I appreciate that, Rich. I'm running with Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
We all agree he's awesome.
Dude's a beast. I'm just not shutting him down. 3 month starts. Tucker Kraft against the Cardinals of the Packers, yes. Tyler Warren of the Colts at the Chargers, yes. Jake Ferguson of the Cowboys at the Commanders, absolutely. Do not debate it. Sit him. TJ Hawkinson of the Vikings, sit him against the Eagles.
Oh, I
Is
don't
he
know.
hurt?
You know what?
He's got a huge contract, by the way.
TJ
Huge.
Hawkinson is a monster. I bet he misses being on Detroit right now. I bet he misses being on Detroit.
Hunter Henry has been part of the reason the
That
Patriots.
Vikings Eagles game is going to be a monster. Hunter Henry of the Patriots.
I would not sit him unless
No,
he's hurt.
no.
Is there
He's
something I'm missing?
good
No.
tight end? Good tight end.
No. You say good tight end. Jawan Johnson of the Saints, sit him against the Bears. Once again, I'm going to attribute that to the defense of the Bears.
Right.
I am going to attribute that to the defense of the Bears. AJ Barn of the Seahawks. I've got nothing on this guy. Sit him against the Texans. Probably because he's not getting the ball.
He doesn't get targets.
Yeah.
It could be. Let me check his stats here real
He
quick.
doesn't.
I got nothing. I haven't even heard of him. No disrespect to him.
Yeah.
His
I thought
season
he'd be
average, he's pretty decent tight end, 7.5. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, that's
He's
above average, right, Rich?
That's I think
Slightly,
anything above
slightly.
above 5.6. So, but he's projected to get about 4.7 to 5. So,
Yeah, well, it's because it's Houston. Houston is an insanely gifted defensive core. They're really good.
but we got to remember these low numbers on tight ends. Tight ends are mostly used for blocking there a lot. I've seen more so than they do get those clutch, but they are instrumental in the blocking there for the other wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. Theo Johnson of the Giants. Sit him against the Broncos.
Yes. Yeah, because it'll
Not
be
getting the
stingy.
ball. Yeah, I'm reading it. He's not getting the ball.
It'll be stingy. It will.
Gotcha. Rich, you good with this?
Well, he's again projected average and stuff. Being on the Giants, given the fact that Dart is the quarterback, I'd start him. Unless I had somebody better, he's
like
averaging 5 points and stuff like that. So
And for the people that don't know, Rich was kind of new to fantasy football. What he just said shows me he's been progressing in his knowledge. I like that shit.
I just like this page. It's Fantasy Pros. It has a lot of data on there and stuff as far as numbers. So,
It
but
helps.
I think given the quarterback, but again, if I think the tight ends that are right in that 5-point fantasy range. Let's face it, the tight ends are instrumental on their blocks, and they point that out. So when they get a good pass and stuff like that to get the 5 points that they get for fantasy football, they don't get any points for blocks. So they contribute to that overall, but you may not have that receiver on your fantasy football team. So, but I think in the clutch, I've seen this kid play along with the other ones. The Giants, they just have some potential stars there, and I think this is one of them as far as a tight end.
I would sit him, and I'll tell you why. Because New York is heavy on the run game.
Right.
Jackson, as good as he is, he has 2 wide receivers that he enjoys. And I notice that a lot of the targets go to him. He doesn't go to the tight ends a lot. I don't know why. And he loves to run the ball. He loves to run the ball, Jackson.
Jackson Dart, yeah, he's going to take it in himself. I respect that.
So that,
Yeah,
again,
he's been doing some running there the last several games there. They've been instrumental.
he gets enough touchdowns, I'll tell you.
Week 7 of the 2025 season, of course, NFL.com recommendations for the tight end position. We are now going to go to the kickers. Start them and sit them. Kicker recommendations. Start them. Brandon Aubrey, no-brainer. Chase McLaughlin, no-brainer. Cameron Dicker, no-brainer. Jake Bates, no-brainer.
Yes, Joe. That's my boy.
Yep. Matt Gay, no-brainer. Will Lutz, no-brainer. Joshua Carty, no-brainer. Eddie Pinheiro, no-brainer. NFL.com, I need y'all to change his jersey. He's wearing the Carolina Panthers jersey. And you got him playing for the San Francisco 49ers. It's been 3 weeks. I'm on your case. Mike Badgley of the Colts, no-brainer. Harrison Butker, no-brainer. Chad Wright,
Not a big fan.
Kaimi Fairbairn, no-brainer. Will Richard, no-brainer. Start those kickers, ladies and gentlemen. Start those kickers. Already played Chris Boswell of Steelers.
Got 8 points on fantasy football.
Something else I meant to say. Okay, sit-ems. Jake Elliott of the Eagles sit.
He's been shaky. He's missed like stupid stuff, like an extra point.
Daniel Carson of the Raiders, sit him. Andres Borregalis of the Patriots, I would not sit him. Riley Patterson of the Dolphins, you're going to need him. John Parker Romo of the Falcons, I'd keep him.
No.
Blake somebody get his name right because I keep messing him up. I apologize. New Orleans Saints, sit him.
He missed it. He missed one or two, I think, last weekend.
Gotcha. Ryan Fitzgerald of the Carolina Panthers, I wouldn't sit him this week. Ain't no way in the hell. Jude McIntamney? Okay, cool. The Giants,
Let me check him out.
maybe. Cam Little, the Jaguars, Brian will be against this. That man kicked a 70-yarder in the preseason. Brian doesn't let us forget, and it was a highlight reel. It's true. Nick Folk, OG kicker in the NFL. When I first started playing fantasy football back in 2009, he was kicking. He's still here right now. I can't sit you, bro.
How many kickers do most teams have?
I don't know. Andre Smith of the Browns, I couldn't sit him. Evan McPherson of the Bengals, they say that game was already played. I had him on the bench. That son of a bitch got 17 points.
I'm just going to say.
I had him on the bench. That son of a bitch got 17 points as a kicker. Yes,
he was gonna text you and say, "Look, ye of little faith."
Sometimes the kickers are they win the game. They get to
how many games this year, Rich, have been 3 points, 2 points difference?
A lot. There's been a lot close. I think this season so far, there's been a lot closer games. You just look at the scoreboard and stuff. They're like 1 or 2 points off, and it comes down to a field goal and stuff like that. So,
ladies and gentlemen, those are your kicker recommendations. Week 7, 2025 season course, NFL.com. We're now going to go to defensive position. Go ahead, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Defenses.
Defenses. Start them and sit them. New England Patriots defense against the Titans.
Oh, definitely.
No debate whatsoever. Kansas City Chiefs defense against the Raiders, zero debate.
Yeah, that's a
zero.
no-brainer.
Carolina Panthers defense against the Jets, absolutely. Sorry. Eagles defense against the Vikings, absolutely. Already played. Steelers defense against the Bengals. Listen, that was a tight game. Everybody was very.
It was a shootout. That was a shootout.
It was a veteran quarterback shootout.
Yeah,
It was a division rivalry.
Pittsburgh looked awful defensively on that game.
I heard.
It was awful. It was embarrassing, actually.
That was a hell of a Thursday night game because there was a lot of excitement. I hear a lot of people talking about it.
Oh, it was a great story.
Great story. And for the way the roster was set up. Sit-ems. Chargers defense against the Colts.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Because Colts are so explosive. I think they're going to win this game handsomely. It'll be a high-scoring game. I don't think the Chargers don't look the same as they did at the beginning of the year. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Rich, you good with this?
Yes, I'm looking at the next two that we got to, they offset each other's.
Gotcha. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, sit them against the Lions.
It's going to be a shootout, guys.
And I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't, because the Buccaneers are going to need their defense to be all hands on deck against one of the best.
They're missing so many pieces. They're missing they're a mess. And it's my team. Honestly, I would not be shocked if this is 38-41.
It's going to be a tight game, personally. Right. And in retrospect, we got the Detroit Lions defense sit them against the Bucs. Let me tell y'all something. If you got two defenses and you're going to sit them, I think it's going to be an even match game, and I can't.
Explain that to someone who doesn't understand why.
Someone who doesn't understand that if you're going to sit the defense of one, if you're going to recommend sitting the defense of one team and then recommend sitting the defense of that same opposing team, that means you're going to have an even match. So right now, this is about points through the game and during the game. This may be a low point game defensively, fantasy football wise. However, it could also be very high scoring because of interceptions, in my opinion. Brian, I see you over there. What's going on?
I'm bringing it back up. Tell me when you get done.
Yeah, we're going to get back over there. We got Brian in the house. Brian, I'll be up once we finish. I'm almost done, bro. Give me 1 minute.
He knows how he did. That's
why
I already told him.
No, he wants to bask in the sunshine. That's
watch the Commanders defense sit them against Cowboys. Ain't no way in the hell. No, I see the narrative. I am reading it. I cannot. Arizona Cardinals defense, sit them against the Green Bay Packers. I can't. Arizona Cardinals defense is one of the greatest assets of that team, in my opinion.
Agreed.
In my opinion, I
Yeah,
cannot sit the Cardinals defense. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your defensive recommendations. Week 7, the 2025 season, of course, NFL.com. Now that I am done, Rich, we're going to get back to the standards real quick for Brian over there, and take it away, please.
He's talking to his wife.
You got it, Rich. Break it down for Brian, please.
Okay.
Your
Okay. Just conversing with the missus here.
tell him we said
Yeah,
hey.
Brian, I sent you your third, or no, fourth. You came up 2 slots over Michael and Tony and stuff like that. So you had an outstanding week.
He just wanted to hear you say it, like Mike said. He just wanted to hear you say
Yeah, I
it.
just 12-3 right there.
Brian,
That's the kicker.
we are dummies. You are the smartest man in the world.
But it doesn't top CBS's and Tony. Let's see, CBS the first 2 weeks they had 13-3. Ted had a 13-3, so that's a good record. Anything that's phenomenal when you get up to that.
Hey, look, Ted matched CBS.
Yeah, and then last year, Michael, we got to just bring it up. You had a 16-0 week there, so that's if we could all have that where we win the lottery and stuff like that, and that would be great. But
I went with long shots, just out of guts. Right?
Brian, yay!
But Brian, no, but last year was easier to predict than it is this year. This year, there are so many teams that are so close. The games, there were so many blowouts last year. Don't you remember? 50-21. They were boring games. This year, the talent is so deep.
They were not boring. Stop that. They were not boring.
Oh, not like this year. Come on. Who would have ever predicted what happened Thursday? That's something right out of a movie. Joe Flacco, the 2 gray hairs are out there showing they still got it.
Outstanding game.
It gives Fireman Rich and me some hope.
And that goes to show that Twitch isn't necessarily. Was that on Twitch? Yeah, that was on Twitch. It's not necessarily gamers. I know some people have talked that Twitch is.
Are you on TikTok now, Fireman Rich? I'm just curious.
I've been dabbling with it. I don't know where I'm going to put it as far as I like what I see with it, but I got to try and fit it in somewhere. But yeah,
there is truth there, Captain Rehab. I do go with the feeling. He thinks he's being fun.
Restream 50% of your broadcast has to be gaming.
Yeah, I understand that and stuff.
That would work for you, in my opinion.
The other thing is, if your wife is hitting pots and pans in the background, they consider that gaming.
Just that I have one of these mics, the Marantz that you recommended. That's why I got it years back and stuff, along with my my Nexigo camera that have been outstanding in my productions that you have complimented me on, which I thank very much. You have to have the equipment to have a good broadcast. So there it is.
No, this is new. This is a new tool.
And I even still have this isn't a commercial. I even still have the original box. I still carry. That's how much I remember back in Haps you recommended this. And
if you have a dog and you do broadcast outside, this is a transmitter. It's fine.
Yeah.
It comes in this little box. You can get this in the States for about $60, and you can be 30 feet away from the source, and it will pick you up crystal clear.
Oh, so that's what you do with your outdoor one. Okay.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah. Some good equipment. And I know you mentioned the fine microphone. I've seen other broadcasters, live streamers use that microphone. It's an outstanding microphone.
Right there.
Yep. Very good.
There we go.
All right, Mike, bring your slides. I know you're ready.
No, I don't have anything.
I'll just be damned.
I don't have anything.
Thank God I'm not standing. I'd be falling over here. I'm sitting in the chair. Mike, does have slides?
Can I ask questions though?
Yes.
Is that okay? Because
Yes.
I found some things a little weird. So with the Joe Flacco game, and we have to be real about this. Did anybody pick them?
No.
Did anybody pick anyone?
I didn't pick the Bengals at all.
As far as Let me check. Let me check here real quick. On the picks, CBS had the Steelers. Brian had the Steelers. Michael, you had the Steelers. I had the Steelers.
That was logical. That was
Captain Rehab had the Steelers. Tony had the Steelers, and Tina. We all had the Steelers. Nobody picked. I don't think anybody because of their quarterback situation.
yeah. Is Emeka? I think I'm saying that right. Ibuka.
Ibuka.
Is he going to be Rookie of the Year, or is it going to be Ashton Genty? And
It'll be
Ashton
Ibuka
Genty is the
over
running back.
Genty right now. It'll be Ibuka over Genty right now. And I'm pulling for Roy McMillan, North Carolina. That's what I'm pulling for. It may not be him, but I'm rooting for him this season. Mainly because Bryce Young was supposed to be on the come up. He was a new wide receiver, and he's doing the damn thing.
The other guy I think that's going to come up, and this is what Tony talked about, was Trayvon Henderson.
Travion Henderson, yes, running back New England.
Yeah, he is showing signs of maybe going to the next level. And he might, they're looking more and more like a Super Bowl contender.
You know what? I'm glad we're here. Let's go ahead and talk this crap. Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, running backs New England, they're doing the damn thing. I like how you said they're looking like they're setting up to go back for the Super Bowl. It's too early. Drake May is doing the damn thing. Okay. We got faith in Hunter Henry. Absolutely. I'll give you that. I want to tell you this too. I said this a couple weeks ago. I know everybody ignored it, and everybody thinks I'm nuts. Carolina's setting up to go back.
Really?
I think Carolina, they are starting to look like they did in 2003. Two strong running backs, pretty decent, even though their record is fluctuating. As I'm watching the games, I'm seeing, I'm like, oh yeah, I see what they're doing already. I said a few seasons ago, Carolina was going to be interesting because of how they got rid of everybody. They just started drafting a lot of offensive players. Right now, I think they need to pick up the defense, but I think the offense is where it needs to be for them to make a good run. At least be over 500 this season. Make it to the playoffs. I'm going to start acting a fool. I will look nuts. I will look crazy. I don't give a damn. Some of y'all are fans of teams that ain't doing shit either. Kiss my ass. Gentlemen, your thoughts.
Well, the Panthers right now are 3-3, Tony. So they're playing 500 ball. So they're not. I don't think they're anywhere. I think they got another season before they're even making to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have to build on to making it to playoffs. You have to have that base built over a couple seasons and stuff like that. They are showing. They're at 500 ball. Even the Jaguars, you look at them. They used to be out down in the dumpster, and they're playing good ball. They have maybe a slim chance of making the playoffs if they can keep on their winning ways.
Very slim right now. I agree.
The one team, and that's saying positive things about those two teams. Now the Bills, these last two losses, I'm worried about the Bills making the playoffs now. I'm concerned about the Bills making the playoffs. Where at the beginning of the season they ripped off the first 3 wins. I think, man, these guys they're freaking playoff Super Bowl bound. I'm having doubts as a
Rich. Can I just interject for 1 second? It'll make you happy. Do you know who they're in pursuit of getting? The Bills.
Who's that?
AJ Brown.
Okay.
They want AJ Brown. I've heard it repeatedly over and over again, and he's unhappy because he's not the main star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And who is thriving in New England now? A person I used to make fun of all the time.
Drake May.
No.
Who?
Stefan.
Oh, well, yeah, he's
thriving. I'm starting to think maybe we should have kept him.
No, because I think you're talking about two different. I think by him going to Houston, and he didn't have the success for Houston, I think he's starting to realize, you know what, I got to concentrate and focus. And he's thinking about football, and he's you don't hear any drama from him as far as going to the coach and stuff like that. So I think that's probably helped him as a player. Where if he was still, I think when he was at Buffalo, he thought he was a top dog, and I think as a wide receiver, he thought he could tell the quarterback what to do, and you don't do that. the quarterback is the leader of the team. Even if he's, he hasn't been in the season as much as you don't question the quarterback as far as that goes. And I think that was one of the problems he had with Buffalo. He did not know his place. He's a great player. There's no doubt about that. I think he's reshown that he still has capability, just like we've seen with Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco. He's up in that tier to where he is performing and he isn't contributing. As long as he's contributing, he's successful. But when he goes that other way, and I think he's a good fit for New England. Was he a good fit for Houston? No. He was a good fit that first season. But second season, that's when all the drama, and you can't have drama on a team, and that it just brings them down and stuff like that. But I think there's something else going on. If they can get that piece, but like I said, I'm at this point a third of the way into the season. These next 4 or 5 games, that's going to be.
I want to ask Tony a question about
Garrett
this.
Wilson is inactive today, wide receiver for the Jets.
Yeah.
That is not good. That is not good. That means Carolina got this. Go ahead, please.
No, this is for you, Tony. So I want, if we can, just take a second and think about it. You too, Fireman Rich. What are some of the teams, and Tony's already talked about it, teams that people think are not going to come back? For me, I'm going to say the Ravens still have a great chance to come back. If it,
I think they're done.
They're 3-3. Yeah, here's the thing, Tony. Names a couple teams that you think they're still in the running. They're only a couple wins away.
Carolina, Baltimore, Cincinnati.
Yes. Especially with Flacco.
Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers. Teams
Atlanta.
that will not be back this season, and I will say will not be back as of right
Yeah.
now, Tennessee and the Jets. They're done.
How about Atlanta? Atlanta's looking good.
Atlanta's still they listen, I haven't given up on Penix Jr. I haven't given up on that roster. I see them making the playoffs.
Do you know what someone said it? And just tell me if you think this is true, Fireman Rich. Pittsburgh wins enough games to make it to the playoffs. But because they do so well and they're in the middle of the pack, they never get great picks because they're in the middle of the pack of the draft. And
That could be true. That could be true. But then again, the flip side is there's good picks on every round and stuff. It's just you have to look at what they're going to pick, so you try and look down the line. You don't worry or concern yourself for that pick, because if it's gone, it's gone. It doesn't affect you. You got to look down and see what's available that's going to be a fit, that's going to be just as successful if you got that first round draft choice, because we've seen a number of times where people have been picked and they're low in the thing. Look again, one of the the GOAT, Tom Brady. Look at where he was picked at and stuff like that. So I think it's once they get picked and they get seasoned and they're able to perform in the whatever system they are at, because that seems to be the thing now, where you got different teams with different systems and all that. And if they can't
Debo
fit
Samuel is out. I want to throw that in there. Debo Samuel is out for the Commanders. My apologies. Please continue.
But as far as the teams that they're going to come back, San Diego, they don't have to come back. They're winning their division. They're winning their division at this point, and I see them making the playoffs. Okay, so I think they're already locked into the playoffs. They're playing good ball. They have to be concerned with the Denver Broncos, which will probably will be one of those two teams that will probably take the wild card. As far as Baltimore, I think Baltimore. We'll see what kind of Baltimore team comes around. I think it's if they don't. It's same thing with the Bills. If they're not winning any games here in the next 5 to 6 games, the second third of the thing, they're not going to make the playoffs. They'll probably barely make a wild card, if that. But I think New England, they're the surprise one right now. They're definitely going to make I think they're going to make the playoffs. Pittsburgh will make the playoffs. Cincinnati, I could see making the playoffs. Indianapolis and Jaguars, I think could. They're top dogs there. Kansas City.
Division.
What's that?
They're top dogs in their division right now.
Yes,
Yes.
as I say, they're going to be, and I don't see anybody overtaking them at this point. I'm starting to think that Kansas City's starting to come up. They possibly may make the playoffs, but I think they could miss the playoffs if they don't keep on their winning ways. They're on a roll right now. Philly definitely going to be making it. That NFC North, that's up for grabs right now because Detroit Lions, and I don't know. You look at the standings. Green Bay Packers, maybe because it's a tie. That's why they had a tie. Okay, they're at 3-1-1, and Detroit's 4-2.
What's the
So,
score right now on that game, if you don't mind?
The game is I think they just finished. They're in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes to go, 28-0. So, like I said, the Rams have Jaguars number, and it's over.
So can we talk about money just for a second in the league? For a second? Okay. So if you had to guess, both of you, the 2 best selling jerseys in the last 2 months, what are they?
Josh Allen's and 17, because I ended up buying one for somebody overseas there. And
I
have it in front of me.
I'm going to say Dart. I'm going to keep it in New York. I'll say.
I was going to say Dart and Scatterable. Yeah.
That's
number one this week. Jackson Dart.
Jackson. Okay. Yeah.
A lot of who's been number one for months?
Who's that?
Shadir Sanders. And he hasn't even played.
When he starts, it's going to be on and popping.
Who is this guy?
That's Deion Sanders' son that got drafted. There was a lot of
names. Okay, that's going on the family name then. That's all that is. I don't think
he's the family name, Rich, honestly. One is just the family name. 2, they say he is no joke. He knows the game.
When he was in college, I haven't seen him play. It's a whole different category. We'll see.
Preseason, he was outstanding.
Okay, I'll agree with that. I did see him.
We're missing one.
Him play
in preseason. We're missing one, and I have to go soon. So this one, I don't think any of us will get. But
he always rushes when he's ready to go. But he takes his time when he doesn't.
Well, I'm trying to be respectful.
Brian said he was
my situation.
Okay, because what's the other one, Michael?
Jaden Daniels.
Still
Washington. Still.
Wow.
Yeah. He's number 3.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 is Shadir right now.
That's right. You did say that.
And number 3 right now is Jaden Daniels. I would have not guessed any.
Wait till Archer Manning gets into the
Shadir, I would have.
I could see that.
Mike, I will tell you, I'm surprised Drake May's jersey isn't up there.
Yeah. But that market is okay. Shadir, though, here's the thing that Fireman Rich doesn't realize. Shadir Sanders, without football, is a social media guru.
Calvin really is inactive for the Texans.
No, I can understand that, but that's not because of his ability. I think a rookie getting that type of praise and that type of thing as far as jerseys. And he's only in his first year, and he's got it's a Sanders name. It's Deion, Mr. Showboat and stuff like that himself. So I think Deion Sanders' number was like ranked number 1 when he was playing for Dallas for a number of years and stuff. Yeah. So, but I'm not questioning the fact that he's not a good player. He's a good player, but my viewpoint would be that he's up at the top because. It might be because of his playing ability and stuff like that, but it's because it's Deion Sanders' son and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of more notoriety.
I think he's better than people give him credit for. I think it was the same thing with Jackson Dart. Certain people saw his potential. A lot of people said he was too slow. Well, he looks pretty good.
Well, all it takes is when Jason and Dart's situation, he just had a great game, and look at how many bad games the Giants had. It only takes one game, and you're a hero in New York City as far as that goes. And if you get 2 in a row and you're playing pretty decently, you're going to stay on top there in the New York City market and stuff. You look at Daniels when he played with the Giants. He played. I think he played fairly well, but he just couldn't win any games.
I think the Green Bay Dallas game is going to be more entertaining than you think. And George Pickens was the steal of the year
Yes, he was.
for a receiver.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. They were set up to go back to the Super Bowl, if you ask me.
Okay.
Dallas
So
is set up.
you still believe in them? Do you think Dak Prescott has enough?
Dak has shown he could bring a team back from a problem. Javonte Williams shows he could run the ball with a purpose. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens at wideout. Jake Ferguson, you damn right. I will, boy.
That's good.
Their record's not reflecting it.
Yeah, and that's the only difference.
Tony,
Dallas
thank you
has
for that
the plays,
moment
and
there.
they
Do you
pissed
know
me
why?
off last season. They pissed me off the season before. They should have been there. They had everything.
And that's the mystery. Why weren't they? Because that's the thing.
Nothing better than Rage and Tony D for my numbers. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. We'll put that in the snippet for sure. that was beautiful. Can you promote your other show that you're doing right now that's doing quite well on TikTok? It's I don't know what Tony D's Love Line. Come
When
on,
we start stammering is when he's lying, ladies and gentlemen. So for your audience, let me let
There's
you
no
know.
stammering.
Mike likes to see me get in trouble and people go crazy on me. I've been on TikTok acting a fool with people who are from our former platform as well as others who are on other platforms with me.
You're having fun.
I'm having a ball over there.
No, he's found his way. I think he's found another avenue stream here. I
found
think
an avenue
he's
that's working. I found an avenue.
Huh?
I just want this to be over there as well. I did a broadcast last night because my TikTok did connect for a little bit. So I ran a little broadcast, acted up a little bit. I don't like, well, I'm not going to say I don't like. They made new rules for the year, and that's fine. Everything is going toward gaming. I'm not a gamer. But 50% of your broadcast from Restream to be connected to TikTok has to be gaming. I don't game like that.
I disagree.
And that's the thing I don't understand is that when I get on there, more than I have in years past now because
you're good at the gaming though.
No, well, I'm just saying that when I get on there, I don't see that much gaming as compared to what I see on Twitch. So Twitch has been known for being game for a number of years, but Twitch is also, you've got the NFL here. People forget about that. That's a big thing for, just like YouTube. They're trying to grab onto that football. Amazon owns TikTok. That's not no slough. It's not just a gaming place as far as that goes. It's just I think the platforms in general.
You just answered the question. You just answered my question. I thank you for saying it. I'd just be damned.
What's that?
So Tony D,
you
can fight.
What did I answer, Tony? I'm just wondering what did I answer?
Amazon owns TikTok. You said correct.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
They own Twitch. They own
Amazon. You said TikTok. That's what
I think you predicted something there. I think you did. I think the gods talked through him right there.
TikTok is going to be owned by an American entity.
TikTok, you don't stop.
Several different entities that own are a conglomerate.
That makes sense that Amazon would buy it. That totally makes sense.
Connecting with TikTok.
That would make sense. And merge the two platforms together.
Okay, can't stop when he ready to go. I swear to God. He can't stop for shit. Honestly, Amazon on Twitch and it's the gaming. Yes. TikTok wants you to game more through Restream. And Restream told me it's not them, that's TikTok.
Right.
I'm like, but when I disconnected my Facebook and brought it back up trying to work on a connection, they're trying to push that for Facebook too. 50% of your broadcast should be gaming as well.
Yes. But here's the thing, Tony. You can fight TikTok. You can say to them, look, I may not be playing the game, but I am a player.
I did.
All right, we should go.
No, you should go because you're ready to go. Don't rush me because you're ready. I've been telling you for 3 years. I try to keep this under an hour. Once we hit an hour 20, I got nothing to tell you. Thank you very much. I hope your coffee come out your nose.
It has.
I believe you. Rich, you got anything you want to close out with?
No, I'm all good. It's another fun broadcast. I'm glad to be here with you and Michael, and you just made my Sunday morning here as always. As far as this is, what is this? Is this my third year that I've been on here? Fourth year? I don't know how many.
Third and a half. You came in halfway through the
Yeah,
first.
yeah, that's
beginning
right.
of the
Third and
fourth.
a half.
I
So
do appreciate you as always. Ladies and gentlemen, check out my man Fireman Rich on the morning coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 Eastern Standard Eastern Daylight Time. Rumble Studio. Follow him. Subscribe to him. Get on his Rumble channel so he can get his campaigns. Get on his Rumble channel. Get on mine too, but get on his first.
no, we just found something out about Rumble, which I didn't realize because I thought under they have this read ad campaign, and you have to have at least 10 Rumble folks. So follow me on Fireman Rich Broadcast.
You told me that last year. You forgot.
Yeah.
You told me I was laughing at you that whole morning.
Yeah.
You were talking about it. You told me last year. You forgot. It had to be 10 Rumble
10
people. Now it did kick in when you had 10 other people.
That was the first time around, I thought. So
So
I don't remember because it's been a while, but they've retooled.
Yeah,
They've
I got
retooled the thing. Rumble is a great platform. I'm broadcasting on there right now, but it's on my Fireman Rich channel. That's my main channel, as far as that goes. But most of the broadcasts are on the Fireman Rich broadcast team, and I love Rumble. Rumble's a great platform, and it can be a little finicky sometimes, just like we saw with Restream, which I was surprised.
That's the worst I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
that never happened. Actually, I think it happened one time.
It
before. I
reminded
don't
me
know
of
what it was.
Haps.
It might have just been-
There you go.
I still miss Haps.
Yes, I do too.
Ladies and gentlemen, down at the bottom, Michael George Bathurst, hashtag shout MGB, set your mind free. All platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram. He's all over the place like I am. This is one of the guys that pushed me to keep broadcasting and coming up with ideas. He drives me nuts, but I'm grateful
He's a
for
great
him
broadcaster,
because
Michael. You were great.
he's one of the guys, and he makes sure to plug any and everybody he live streams
Yep.
with.
He loves it. He
Bar
loves that X Live too. He gets
Or
he's a
none.
monster on
He
that
has
one.
made sure everybody came up and everybody got their shine under him, and he will take that same shine that he gave you back when he gets on yours, as you've seen over the past couple of years. Mike, I do appreciate you. Go ahead, take care of everything. Big ups to the background because you look like you're in a Asian massage parlor or something. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
That's one of my new adventures. Well done. Okay.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you good?
Captain Rehab, thank you for being here. Thank you to all the
Rehab,
individuals.
appreciate you being here.
And-
Brian, thank you for being here. Be safe on that road, bro.
MK2000,
who else do we
thank
have?
you.
Tina was here. MK2000 was here.
Hammer.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Hammer.
everybody out there.
Thank you
We
to
had
Fireman
10 sets of
Rich's
eyes.
wife and the
We actually
orchestra
peaked
of
at
dishes.
18 sets of eyes that comes from all of us connecting our channel. So thank you to any and everybody out there who checked us out, who was here and
My
contributed.
wife's moving
Like-
dishes now too.
We gotta stay here just to hear the clanging. We really should. But I'm gonna go because I'm hungry. The replay will be all over the place. Thank you all again. Maybe you'll see me the night before Sunday Night Football. I've been broadcasting a lot over the past couple of weeks. My Twitch page is full. Check me out. Linktree Tony D that original. Please follow my Twitter. Please follow my YouTube. Please follow my Twitch. Please follow my Rumble. Please follow my Mixcloud. Please follow my TikTok. Damn it, just follow.
TikTok, the love connection with Tony D.